Hey, we love that umbrella guy. All right. Thank you.
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThatUmbrellaGuy. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me, or I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me, or I'm a man.
You know what? I talk to your mayor.
Welcome to the hat rack. Russian army of one. Population, army of one. Thumping the mic like a nuclear missile. Forged from bars of platinum grill dismissal. Blasting PR that's so out of hand that all the fudge rounds in the world won't keep you off the witness stand. And do I know? No. Or do I know? No. Well, I'm aware you never made it on my live show. And you're so hot and twisted. You mainlined a career path of lawyer once, but now delisted. Always saying the unspoken parts out loud. Grinning through questions, really are you that proud? We got him, he took the bait. Content Krampus in the meat sweats, delivering the mic hate. And here's a statement of fact. On the mic, there's one thing that you really lack. Yeah, we're talking mic skills. Unless it's gripped in rock shaped like socks to all the misguided shills. Those aren't socks. Imagine making a website admitting that despite your denials, there's no acquitted. You put your name up in lights, an ecosystem comprised of a group of random parasites. And me, I've got this feeling that ringworm would be far more appealing than tuning into that for a few hours and all the stupid that noise empowers. Granted, there's one thing that's entertaining, and that's amidst all that craning. You really think that you're shrewd while going from PR and lawyer to all of you getting stilted. Oh, and one of you has turned, and guess what? It's a name that you haven't yet learned. Someone deep in your conspiracy who's leaking info. Patience, you just wait and see. Maybe I should wear a mask, because admittedly I'm enjoying this task. So much it seems like a crime watching morons talk themselves into possibly doing time. You've been celebrating like it's Christmas, like you've won some kind of award. But the only award I'm seeing is being added to a conspiracy that includes allegations of a hitman. A hitman? Seriously? And going after witnesses in a trial, promising retaliation from the dark web. Your word, dark web, some people never learn.
A hitman, seriously. What's up? I see a Megalodonus foe sighting. That's crazy. What's up, Megalodonus?
What's up?
I didn't think you were going to make it tonight. I thought you were going to taking a break. You know?
Yeah, I was coughing, and I'm like, oh no, this is it. I'm coming down with it. This is it. And then, like, it went away. I think I just inhaled some dryer lint.
No.
Because I've been doing laundry nonstop because I'm trying to sanitize everything. And I think I did. I inhaled laundry lint, which is really gross and annoying. But I think I got it out.
Oh, you're like, et tu, squeegee. No. Oh, no.
I don't know. If I start coughing again, I'll hightail it out of here so I don't spread it to everyone on the internet.
I don't know. I hear you can run an entire show doing that.
Sources do say.
Yeah. Oh my Lord, man. I wish I could feel good about a product like that. You know what I mean? I take a sense of pride in knowing that I at least try. Oh God. And I mean a little bit of the mic fun. There's got to be something there. Oh, I got my new cord, by the way. It sounds very good.
Oh, how does it sound? Oh, my static problem has just mysteriously disappeared tonight, so I'm feeling really good about how I sound on the mic.
Cord. It caused it all the way there somehow.
Maybe your cord. No, that doesn't make sense though, because when I was by myself earlier, I still had the problem.
Yeah. Well, it was my cord plotting. It was like my final revenge. I was like $30 for an audio cord there. Oh my God. But hey, it sounds
all
perfect,
the good cords are $30 or more. I swear. It's like a thing.
That's wild though. Like what world am I in now? Come on. Oh.
You know what solved my coughing incident though was a little dram of whiskey. So that's what I'm sipping on here, and it seems to have done the trick. I don't believe in big pharma. I believe in Big Barrel. That's what I'm.
I don't know, man. Big pharma right now, boy. I took that. I think I've gotten the timing down to that new medication. I figured out it.
Oh, good.
I think it lasts
no
for
more meat
4
sweats.
hours. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I did feel like I had the meat sweats the other day. I was like, oh my God, what's going on? No pork, just the meat sweats. Ugh, it's so weird. No, but it apparently lasts for 4 hours. So, I've got to give it about an hour to kick in. So if I take it like around 5, if I take one right around there, it's still, I've got to give it enough time to wear off so I can, I don't know, sleep. But it's got to be like perfectly aligned for the show.
Who are you kidding? You don't sleep anyway most of the time.
I try.
You don't really sleep much. I don't sleep much either, and that's how I know, because I will send texts at all hours of the night, because I just figure if you don't want to be disturbed, you'll put your do not disturb on, and so I'll just text anybody at 2 a.m. I don't care.
If I'm asleep, I won't answer.
Right, if you're asleep, you don't answer. Yeah. But 9 times out of 10, you answer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm like, I'm usually watching something or catching up on something or whatever, and it's just, it's fun and funny. There's always some kind of weird idiocy that's going on around. Like this case is a beehive of stupid people around it.
God, it is crazy.
So here's a funny one for folks. Hey, folks, you want to hear a really funny thing that happened today? Oh my God. So apparently, I think Michael Vomit threatened me.
We're calling him McVile PP. I think that's hilarious.
McVile PP. Oh man. Well,
he threatened you?
I think he threatened me today.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes, he's been begging everyone. I mean, everyone behind the scenes to communicate with him. And I don't answer anything that's addressed to you can tell if it's addressed to a bunch of people. But today, for some reason, he wrote myself. And I've told him, I think you're a scumbag. I think you're an abuser. I've told him all that. And he doesn't seem to like it. Yeah, so he kept begging for attention. But what's really weird, though, I did something today. I kept telling him that John Cook, who he's simping for over and over again, has been accused of abuse repeatedly, that he's ignoring, just like himself, been accused of abuse. and
he's ignoring it. Yep. Excusing it. Making up excuses.
Well, he was like, show me then. So, I was like, I'll give you a freebie. And I sent over some stuff. And guess what? All of it was ignored. Of course.
They're taking money. He's taking money to tell one side of the story, which is what I've learned he does.
Yep.
So he's taking money to ignore any evidence coming from Jeremy's side, and he is only going to report the evidence from Lynette's side. That's not journalism. That's PR. And he's being paid to do it. He's asking for $10,000 to do
wild, man. That's wild. And not to research, by the way. Like, see, I want to know who's writing something. You know, I've got to read the documentation. I've got to do all that. And I need to do it. I mean, this stuff is liquid anyway, but I like to know before I'm like, hey, this person is right or this person is wrong. I like to make an informed decision. And, well, apparently some people are just, they have a rent-to-own conscience. Or actually, they don't have a conscience, but they have a rent-to-own system or body or whatever. It's very strange to me. Well, no, it's kind of freaky. But it was a lot of fun exchanges, though. I did enjoy it. I do have to say,
every time he writes me, like when I was responding, the only response that I would ask him, the only response that I would do is to ask him questions. And my questions were, because I knew he was going to print my whatever response that I gave him. So every single response was something like, how many victims did you fuck? Well, and he hasn't printed, by the way, he hasn't printed one of them. You coward. Print my responses.
I was like, hey, I said, when he skipped, I was like, hey, you skipped abuse again. Is that because you're an abuser? Real talk. You took advantage of 2 women you have admitted to so far. Yeah. What was the years? 2017, 2021. This is what I wrote him. How many others did you try with and fail? Has that been your MO? Finding emotionally vulnerable women and promising coverage for, you know, are there other women outside of those 2 that you would admit to? Be honest, you know, and of course, yeah, those get trimmed away. Always. But I did sin. I mean, I was like, okay. So he skipped over it. He finally was like, then show me, because I kept saying you're skipping the abuse. He was like, finally, show me the evidence of Cook's abuse. And I was like, hey, man, first.
We got plenty of it.
Yeah, well, I sent certain ones. I told him, hey, man, don't skip over my questions of your abusive past. Like, that's not good. Don't skip those. You know, I asked you point blank about ones that you're abusive to, like who, how many, your MO. But then I sent over number 1. I told him, check out the police body cam footage from JC's arrest. Shara is one of many sources that has it uploaded. You just search Cook. So on hers, you can find it very easily. On that, she LP calls him an abuser. Her words, talks about his abuse too. She says he drove his ex to end herself, and they keep the remains in the shed. Now that is one of the most disturbing freaking stories I've ever heard. By the way, that is. I would think that would be something. And she said it to the police, of course. You know, she's said that to many others, from Northport to Otter Creek. Also, told them the messages I included. I attached the LP message, Ari, John Cook and the kid. And I attached the Bruce verified, you know, his message saying, oh, you're doxing those old ones. So he's admitting that stuff is real. Now, of course, it took promptly 3 minutes to ignore everything I sent over, but hey, I was like, all right, there you go. That's your freebie, you know, that's your freebie. I did the research.
See, the thing is,
you.
It's like, don't waste your time on these people because they don't have any intention of using the truth or evidence against their side. They've been paid to be on a side. That's the side they're going to tell. Now, we have not been paid to be on a side. Jeremy Hales has never given me any money. Contrary to the lies that they tell about us being paid to do this, the only way I get paid is through YouTube on my channel.
No, the way I get paid is for wrecking a fool. That's why you step up.
I will hit you to a plow. You will plow my fields. You will monetize my fields.
I drop nukes on fools, and that's how I get paid. You know, it's like, boy, I'll step to whomever if I want to. You know, if I think it's right, then I will. That's the whole key to it, though. I don't have to rent to own because people know me, and they know that when I do it, just like yourself, we bring evidence. That's the whole thing. Now, you don't have to like me. I don't give a fuck. But a lot of people do.
Dark Lyle says, Megan, don't lie. He's paid you in hamsters. It is true. I got one hamster from Jeremy Hales. It's true. What do you think this thing costs? Like $6.99 maybe? I got a $6.90, maybe $10.99. I got an $11 hamster from Jeremy Hales.
Admit it's stuffed with money.
It is not stuffed with money. I took it apart on stream today with a screwdriver and found that it didn't even have batteries in it. I have to buy my own batteries to make it work.
Oh no. What is this world coming to? You have to buy your own what now? Oh man. Look at that. Look, see, the plow fund does come in. Yes, if you love this channel and you love what we do here, consider sharing, subscribing, liking, and also if you'd like to support the plow fund, yes, you can get in there. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, look, a nuke fund, baby. Nuke fund, baby. Love it. Yeah, I'm loving it, man. I love the fact that so I got thinking about this last night, and I thought this would actually make a good topic. We were discussing this, and we were like, hey, didn't the judge say not to be filing? Like stop until? And I was like, yeah, I was very neurotic about this today too. I went in where everything's situated.
I went on an OCD, an OCD.
Oh my God!
Tear today. He's like amazing. Reorganizing all of our files, which are not really well organized.
I went.
There's just too much information in this case.
Well,
it's too much.
I decided I would take, first of all, the master list. I mean, you can go and pull the master lists of every document file. There's actually, people don't realize how heavily this case has been papered, though. Like when I talk about papered cases, look, I mean, you've been talking about quite a bit of nonsense. Like when you go through, I mean, there are 68 filings in this so far. And we haven't even gotten to discovery yet. But
God.
The item that I was looking for, and I couldn't remember it, and it annoyed me so badly last night. I can't stand not knowing there. So I went through, reorganized every freaking file because I was looking, and it was order number 64. This one was the one we want. And it actually notes this. I'm going to pull it up, but it even notes it right here. It says that the defendant's motion for summary judgment is denied without prejudice. The defendant's later filing a renewed summary judgment at the close of discovery. Okay, so even in the Cliff Note version here, it's telling you not to file until discovery at the end of it. All right, well, let's pull up the actual thing too, because last night got a little fascinating about this. So here's that order.
This was the one that I was saying last night. I'm sure the judge said he should not file this, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because I remember him saying it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I knew this existed. I could not remember the document number on it. And if people are wondering, if they're like, when I talk about document numbers, they're attached to the top of the document. You can see them. They will actually, in the documents, when you have orders, they will refer to other documents. So the cheat sheet is nice. If you go on Pacer or somewhere like that, you can pull up every document and really kind of get it, again, the Cliff Note version of what it is. But it's, you don't want every document either. Some of them are, oh, hey, we subpoenaed some people. Okay, well, do I really want that? No. Or you might have you might have some mundane stuff, but other ones you do, like this one. So when you go through this, again, this was talking about them wanting summary judgment. This just happened, by the way. If you look at the date of this, we're talking 3 days ago. So, fresh in the mind. So it's noted right here. Accordingly, it is ordered that defendant's motion for summary judgment is denied without prejudice. As they suddenly remember this, by the way. It's fascinating when Megan was talking about her stuff where she was involved with courts, that they couldn't understand that with or without prejudice. They couldn't get that
Right.
idea.
They couldn't get that. And now suddenly it matters to them. Even though they were posting my documents, totally ignoring with prejudice. Totally ignoring it, acting like it was some kind of a loss for me that it was dismissed with prejudice. A lawsuit against me was dismissed with prejudice. And they thought it was a big win for my opponent. Yeah, it wasn't. But suddenly they know what without prejudice means.
Yeah, suddenly they're like, oh, I get it now. It's like, oh, good job, golf clap. But it notes here, to defendants later filing a renewed summary judgment motion when at the end of discovery, at the close of it. I mean,
not only are we not at the close of discovery, these idiots won't give the discovery. They have to be, Randy keeps having to complain to the court that stuff is not being turned over.
We just got the motion. We just got it in. They were told, hey, 14 days. You got 14 days to turn it over. Yeah. So, I mean, we just got that. Okay, so we got this. And last night, thankfully, and like I said, props to Max Lab and to others, that were pointing out there was a new filing. It did catch me off guard a little bit because I was like, what the heck are they filing? Now you could see it on give me a second here. You see it on the docket itself. It was listed in this was the confusion. 67 and 68 come in. They file a motion to dismiss for lack of jurisdiction and memorandum in support of. They're filing more motions to dismiss. It's like, wait, what? The judge is telling you, stop filing crap. Stop filing dismissals. Stop doing it. So they file.
I also think that there was another order where in the footnote, he told them he would be denying their first motion to dismiss and to basically don't file another one because it's going forward.
Yeah. He told them the case is going forward. He noted that in one, and he noted again, don't even be filing this other crap. He's essentially telling you until we're going to have discovery. Like this is happening, but they're papering the case. I mean, that's what they've decided to do.
And so when you say they, by the way, I will say I took the time to read through Bruce's alleged new motion that allegedly Bruce wrote. And I am not convinced that Bruce wrote it. I think he's getting help from somewhere. Now, where might he be getting help from another lawyer? Anyone? Anyone? Oh, wait a minute. There is a disbarred lawyer who has joined the ecosystem. Is Bruce getting a disbarred ex-con to write?
Surely not. That would be very dumb if that were the case. That would be very.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Very dumb.
I wouldn't put it past him. It sure doesn't sound like his usual style. I'll tell you that.
Let's look at any check and see. That'd be interesting. So we have 67 that came in. We have this is 67 is pretty short work, though. It's not very much at all. And then we have everything that adds to it. So we have our motion to dismiss under Florida Rules of Civil Procedure 12B1 for lack of subject matter jurisdiction. So they moved to dismiss under that on the grounds that federal diversity jurisdiction under 28 U.S.C. 1332 clearly doesn't exist. And memorandum, it's going to be filed herewith. Okay, so that's going to be 68. So here's 67, like I said. Then we get 68 plus the filings that also attached to it. I'm not going to pull up every freaking filing that's attached to this stupid document here. So here's the 14-page document. Yes, it's weirdly, it's not rambling like right off the top about how there's about how there's a conspiracy with YouTube. That's weird. That's not normal.
Wait a minute. SuTube says even the font is different. We need to go back to one of the old filings and look at the way he formats them and see how different, if it's different font. I'm going to pull up one on my screen. You keep looking at this. I'm going to pull up one of the older
I'm going to
ones.
read a little on it.
Yeah.
The weird thing about this, though, is it doesn't, again, rant and ramble about his conspiracy. And he's done this not in one case, not in two cases, but in three cases. I mean, that's his usual MO, right? So memorandum in support of the defendant's move to dismiss under, because in light of, I'm skipping down to here, right? A, dismissal of plaintiff's extortion claim, eliminating any possible recovery of treble damages or attorney fees. B, the now established falsity of the plaintiff's statement alleging online posts by the defendants accusing the plaintiff of being a child predator, which false statement was made in an affidavit. We haven't even gotten to discovery yet. That's fascinating to say things don't exist. Isn't that? We haven't even gotten to that point. To overcome the defendant's first 12B1 motion, and in reliance on which the court denied that motion. And C, the plaintiff's admission that the allegations the defendants used the defamatory statements to persuade plaintiff's customers to stop supporting his business does not refer to any additional actions or conduct apart from simply making the alleged statements. And D, the plaintiff's admission that he has not even attempted to contact Whatnot, the only contract he identified, although it arose long after the complaint was filed, to find out if the defendant did anything to interfere with his contract. So here, again, we haven't even gotten to the point. We're taught. We, in the other documents, which just came out, by the way, we're talking about just a few days ago. We haven't even gotten to, like I said, the discovery portions. But they're already saying, we got to dismiss. It's craziness, man.
Okay, so I'm looking at one of his older motions, and so far, I think it is the same font. I definitely think he wrote this one. This was the memorandum in support of motion to dismiss counts 3, 4, 5, and 6. I don't think. Well, let me pull up an older one. Maybe they were involved by this point. What's the date on this? Oh no, this is an old one, filed in September. So okay, it looks like it's the same font. So far, the font matches, but there is something different about this filing. It's just the way that it's written does not read like Bruce to me.
In addition to gutting the $75,000 minimum amount in controversy necessary to sustain federal jurisdiction under, these grounds also pertain to the issue of plaintiff's bad faith in invoking federal jurisdiction in the first place, such that the court should not retain jurisdiction, even it has the discretion to do so. This idea, they forgot one thing about the $75K minimum. First of all, we have no idea how much money we're talking about yet. But second of all, the defamation portion. You remember the guidance on that we got where they were talking about those claims on the signs being so utterly heinous that they really don't have to show damages as part of that, because we all know how damaging they are. So the dismissal for lack of subject matter jurisdiction is warranted at any point, although the court previously denied a 12B1 motion at the onset of the litigation, Doc 14. So what day was that? Give me a minute. Let me see how long ago Doc 14 dropped. So we had a denial for that on 8/26/2024. So this was around And they've already tried that once already, and we're right back to it again. Concluding that the allegations suffice to meet federal diversity jurisdiction minimum amount controversy $75K, where it has become clear that the plaintiff cannot meet the jurisdictional minimum, dismissal is warranted for the lack of subject matter jurisdiction. The court already decided on that. It's so bizarre.
Yes, the court already did decide on it, and I hate to tell them this, or maybe I don't, but there's lots of precedent on this, that it doesn't have anything to do with what happens during the case, but how subject matter jurisdiction is decided at the beginning of the case. So there's a very good case with precedent. It's called Lloyd v. Facebook, and this is what the Ninth Circuit said. Under an easily stated, well-settled principle reflected in cases throughout the federal courts, so notice they call it well-settled, the existence or non-existence of the amount in controversy required for subject matter jurisdiction is determined on the basis of the facts and the circumstances as of the time that an action is commenced in federal court. You get it? So whatever was decided by the judge at the beginning of this case, which is that it was the correct jurisdiction in federal court, that will have nothing to do with that stays. That no matter what happens in the case, they will retain that. There's another case too, that also the court said, it was that also the Ninth Circuit in 1997 said events occurring after the filing of the complaint that reduce the amount recoverable below the requisite amount do not oust the court from jurisdiction. Boom. Roasted. You're done. That's the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. Like that, you're not. This is well settled case law. This is a stupid ass filing. I don't think it's going to have any weight. So unless this federal judge has some other information since the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals rulings on this, I don't see it going their way.
It's just papering the case more every single time. There is like even a minor gap in this. They start, this, we need to get rid of it. It's fascinating because they're arguing an absence of subject matter jurisdiction. Well, the court already decided, like you said, they said that they have subject matter jurisdiction. So they put out a 14-page freaking
basically the way that I read it, it means once subject matter jurisdiction is decided, that's it. It's decided. No matter what happens in the case, no matter how many counts are thrown out or how much money is reduced, it doesn't matter. It stays. So filing this is just, how much you want to bet the judge doesn't even ask the plaintiff to respond? This will be another one of those plaintiff need not respond. Denied. Because it's plain.
All this blah blah blah
blah blah blah. And by the way, if you want to read it in its entirety, you can get it on Pacer. You can download it from the docket. But I mean, here's the thing that's interesting to me about it is that it's less rambly than Bruce normally is. It's definitely tighter. Phrasing. Damn it. It's a tighter motion than almost as tight as one of Laura Owens' motions. It's a tighter motion than usual that we get from Bruce. So it makes me think it just has a different style. Oh, and this part, go back up. Here, this part. Since the court's decision of August 26, 2024, the plaintiff has revealed that he has no evidence to support that either of the defendants have made online posts calling him a child predator either before or after this lawsuit was filed. Oh, really? He doesn't have any? That's weird. Because guess what, Tug? I have some. Huh. Would you like to see what I have?
Yes, I would love to see those.
Great. Well, let me pull it up. Let's see now. Where did I put that?
Let's check out.
Let's
I
see.
wonder, isn't it weird? See, just let me point out to these morons. Here's one thing. Like Megan can attest, and you know what? Megan is as neurotic about keeping evidence as I am. You know, together we keep a lot of stuff. We have a pretty good compiling of everything that we found, and holy crap, you know, some of the stuff they put out there. Yeah. Oh, this one is beautiful.
Remember this one?
They
have the nerve to say that there's no online evidence of the defendants making more defamatory statements either before or after, calling him a child. What was that again? A child predator? Let's listen, shall we? Make sure you can hear this.
Just read the last part of your thing.
Can you hear that?
Yes.
Ignore them. You can't. We can't ignore him. It's not what you think at all. This is not just neighbor drama. He is a cyber stalker. He's dangerous. He abused his own children, and they got emancipated from him. They have no contact orders. He doesn't see his mother, his father, his sisters, his brothers. His family stays away from him because he's dangerous. He beats the woman that he's with, but she's staying with him, doing the things she's doing towards us because she has no choice. This is bigger than what you're thinking. This isn't a neighbor dispute. This is a full-fledged cyber stalking, cyber bullying, stalking situation. And we are afraid for our lives. Our life is right. Our life has been right. We've done nothing wrong. We were absolutely innocent in this. We came into the town. I ran for a seat on the board. It pissed him off. We've done nothing wrong. We can do nothing now but what our attorneys tell us to do. We have 4 attorneys we have to have. So John and I are doing nothing wrong. Not a damn thing. So
except telling administrators of entire Facebook pages that he's an abuser of children, no less.
Yeah.
And a beater of women.
Yeah.
There's more to this, but you guys remember this, right?
Well, what's fascinating about it is the information that's supposedly based on. They didn't know how to read court dockets. It's come up time and again. They thought the emancipation, that meant, the kid went in there. No, it was about child support. You know, It's like, are you freaking kidding me? You know, they've got all these morons around. What amazes me is a lot of times people think it's just 2L that's reading it. But you notice, like, the whole ecosystem gripped on to this narrative. And they have lawyers in the mix. Lawyers that are there all the time talking to them. Are you telling me they don't know what a basic freaking court case is? Like that looks like? Are you kidding me, man?
Yeah, I'm getting real tired of hearing that Jeremy Hales has no evidence that she's made other online posts or other statements other than what has been talked about in the filings. You know that not everything that is going to be presented to a jury is in a filing. You know that, right? Does everybody out there know that not every piece of evidence has to be in the initial filing?
Yep.
Evidence is something that comes about through discovery. Yes. They're waiting on certain things. There may be other things that are, coming through discovery, but also you don't put every single piece of evidence you have in your filing because it would junk it up with a whole lot of stuff. You choose a few good ones, you put those in there to represent what kind of things you're talking about. And then during the process, you bring out the hammer. Yeah?
We all love hammers here, by the way.
We do.
If you
Oh, they
open
hear-
your mouth like that in real life to me, I will beat you with a fucking hammer.
my ears perked up when I was like, "Ooh, what's
Ooh.
that you said?
What's
Stop,
that you
drop,
said?
hammer time."
Stop, drop, hammer time. I like it when you go, "What's that you said?" What's that you said? That's my favorite part. What you said?
I love that song, by the way. That is a magical song.
Yes, hammer that like button, y'all. Hammer the
Hammer
like
that
button.
like button. That's so funny. The last few documents that have popped up here, I mean, it's been like some kind of crazy shit storm, though. The way this stuff is falling in, I'm like, are you kidding me? You know, they've dropped. Let's actually pull up the doc and show how fast they've been dropping garbage in here. I mean, it was wild. I got looking at it today, you know, because again, I thought, man, the records are well. I'll show you what my problem was today. Actually, some of these, like a civil cover sheet. You know, you don't need a copy of the civil cover sheet, but if I'm going through and looking at folders, I want to know what number 2 is if it's missing, because I'm like, hey, I don't remember what number 2 is, so I'm in a folder for number 2, and I put no doc with it. You know, that makes it easy. But I started looking at the dates. You know, of course, you're going to have a lot more things ramp up after a specific time frame. God, look at all that stuff, man. But over the last few, I mean, look at this. Like, we're talking about right here. This is the 22nd of January. So since the 22nd of January, we have had 10 items actually hit the docket. You know, and yeah. I mean, the judge is basically, on the 17th, there's orders. Actually, let's go back. The 15th, orders. 17th, orders. The 28th, orders. The 30th, orders. The 3rd, orders. The 5th, orders. I mean, you see, like, it's just ridiculous.
This judge is going to get pissed at some point. I hope. I don't know. I'm starting to think maybe he doesn't quite have the gist of what's going on here, because Bruce keeps putting things out of context. He is playing dirty, and you know, Randy's not doing that. Randy's playing by the rules, and Bruce is playing dirty. So Bruce is taking him out of context. You know that email that he quoted, that the judge quoted, saying it was totally unprofessional of Randy to have said that he would not stipulate to anything that has not been known in the jurisprudence of the world. That thing. Do you know what he left out? What Bruce left out of that email was that Bruce was asking him to stipulate that Jeremy stop talking, that he remove his First Amendment rights to talk about this case. Now, do you think if the judge had seen that part of it, if he would have the same opinion that it was wholly unprofessional to say, I will not stipulate to anything, and please act like you're an attorney, that you know that the Constitution does not allow me to stipulate to that, to taking away my client's First Amendment right to talk about this case? Because the
idiot,
according to Jeremy, the judge cares about the First Amendment and said that he would not order Jeremy to stop talking. So he left that part out.
But the idiot that sits online every single day and is actually geared up, of course he wants Jeremy to stop talking. He wants everybody to stop talking, and yeah, he should
except
be
him.
Fuck himself. Yes, and all his little cronies, you know.
Yeah, they can talk all they want, and here he is trying to get Jeremy to have it stipulated that he can no longer talk about these clients of his. Excuse me, sir, what country do you think this is?
I mean, the lies, period. Like that's the thing. They've either they're not just lies by omission. Many things are just straight up lies. Again, he pointed out in that, what was that, document 65? I think it was. Let me pull it. Yeah, 65. So we just saw that, you know, talking about the phone conference Again, how messed up that is. In an order dated January 8th, 2025, there's supposed to be a meet and confer that takes place. Now, that's supposed to happen before or on or before Wednesday, January the 15th. So, I mean, they have until the 15th to do it anyway. It really, it kind of blew my mind that the judge was also sounding off on this stuff on the 14th. Like, within the date frame, it didn't even matter. It doesn't matter if they didn't have a meet and confer yet, like it had to happen on or before the 15th. So for the judge to even sound off on it before that date is jacked up. But
it is,
there's a council, both council, I should say, actually do meet and confer. They meet and confer for over 90
for an hour
minutes.
and a half.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time to mislead the court to think that you didn't have any phone call. Wow.
Yeah. So they do that on January the 9th. So order is on the 8th. Very next day, they meet for over 90 minutes. And then in his filing, his Gainesville to Gainesville filing, man, I'll never forget that one. That's so amazing. He says, and that's on January the 14th, he notes that that didn't occur. He says that it had not occurred, which is noted right here. The meet and confer phone conference had not occurred when it already did occur for 90 minutes on January the 8th, 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's fake. That's a false statement. And the judge notes, as Randy
the judge got
here,
pissed about it. The judge got his blood pressure up over it. I've rarely seen a judge write in an order that had better not be the case. Jesus, that's a guy who's hot under the collar.
I mean, this stuff needs to be
it got
corrected.
his blood pressure up. He's like, damn it, I'm gonna put the hammer down on you two because of this. Oh, Rhea, I'm glad you brought this up. Rhea says, Megan, can we hear the Gainesville song, please? I have finished the Gainesville video, and it is epic. Gainesville to Gainesville. And I'll tell you what, if the super chats, what are we at? We're at 47 minutes. If the super chats, if you hit 100 super chats tonight, I will play it.
Ooh,
we're at
Gainesville,
46.
huh?
You're
Hey,
close.
that's a
We're
pretty
almost
good number.
halfway.
That's actually really good. I didn't realize we were there already today.
Yeah.
Yes, it'll go to a good cause, paying off all these stupid fucking specialists.
I know, right?
I couldn't believe this, by the way. So even with insurance and everything else, I could not believe just to walk in the door to a specialist, it costs $80. I was like, are you kidding me? Just to walk in.
Yeah. I mean, mine, and I'm not on the marketplace. I'm on private insurance, through work or whatever. But even so, our specialist copay is not much less. It's like, what is it? It's $50 for a specialist, $50, which is a little better, but it adds up. I'm about to pay that because I got to take Hangry to go get allergy tested because, oh man, he's going to have to get shots. That poor kid, every time he steps outside, he is sneezing like you cannot believe. Even in the wintertime, it never stops. This poor kid is always congested. It's awful. So I got to go get him tested, and it's going to be bad. It's going to be expensive.
I hate allergies anyway. I hate having to deal with that. I've been lucky I could deal with it with over-the-counter stuff, which was good in my life, but a lot of people, I feel for them there. Actually, I've had, let's see, on top of that, give me 1 second. Actually,
here, I got this. I starred a couple of chats I wanted to read that weren't super chats. Hold on, I'll bring those up because they were really funny. Here, this one. Jam says, when Tug says stop, you do, because you never know if it's in the name of love, if you should collaborate and listen, or if it's hammer time.
Stop in the name of love. Before my hammer breaks your spine. Wait, no.
Breaks your skull. Stop. Joe's Reality also said, and this, I want to like carve this into stone and post it on my YouTube page. This is why this story is something everyone should be paying attention to, especially creators who do not want to be disabled from freedom of speech and viewers' freedom of complete information. Yes. Thank you. You know, I know some of you are tired of this story. I know some of you who followed me and, you know, you want me to cover other cases and you're like, why are we still talking about this? I know there are a few of you out there, you know, you send me messages occasionally like, I've had enough of this case and I can't stand it anymore. But that's why. It's because this truly at the heart of it is a free speech case. It is about the First Amendment right of YouTubers to talk about whatever they damn well please.
It's not just that. Okay, what determines whether a case has merit or not? Why? Because it's big in Hollywood? Because, I mean, what should you pay attention to? And, you know, I get told, for example, like, hey, now I have been looking more at the Lively versus Baldoni case. I am curious about that. But, you know, that shouldn't have more merit over a guy. Like, this stuff hits us right where
we live. Absolutely. Yeah. Every YouTube creator, anyone who ever aspires to be a YouTube creator, better be paying attention to this case. This case could absolutely set a standard for what happens on YouTube. And they are trying to silence anybody who disagrees with these court case. Anybody who is following a court case who happens to disagree with the more aggressive side, those are the ones who get silenced and accused of RICO. Are you freaking kidding me? Look, remember, Tug, when the New York Times and the Washington Post and that asshole Taylor, what's her name, Tay Taylor Lorenz came after you and Ricada and anybody who was covering Depp because they didn't like the coverage that we were giving it. They didn't like the coverage that independent media was giving that case because it disagreed with the media narrative. They didn't like that. They want to be the only ones who are steering the media narrative. This case falls directly into that. Now, instead of having media outlets telling us what we can say, we have a shitty lawyer telling us what we can say. Are we going to put up with that or not? Is the court going to allow it or not? And I've got to stick around to find out.
I'm not going to have two low rent bullies get brought in, one with a very extreme freaking criminal record, and do damage thrashing about. Fuck these people, man, for real. Oh, the mob. I mean, telling me I need to sleep with a Glock under my pillow. Are you kidding me? I mean, for real? No joke. By the way,
making disgusting videos.
With the Glock, that, oh man.
You know, to even compare what we do here by making satirical, fun videos like my no more yoga video, you know, where I'm just poking fun of Bruce and his yoga obsession with me, to even compare that type of funny, lighthearted satire to what these idiots have done, making videos, literal revenge, you know what videos, with my face on it, simulating things that are unspeakable on somebody else. It's not comparable at all. And to insult my intelligence or yours, to say that somehow that's the same thing, that's a taste of my own medicine. Oh God, no, you'd have to be funny first. You want to give me a taste of my own medicine? Make me laugh. I make people laugh. Those kinds of videos and that kind of shit they're putting out, that makes people cringe. There's a big difference.
No, that makes people go to jail. See, there's a difference
also,
because that person that's doing that stuff, they got a trip to it for fucking around on Facebook and going after politicians and doing a bunch of the same stuff. You know what's really crazy? I haven't talked about this yet because I haven't even gotten to this fun part of their record yet. But apparently their answer to getting caught trying to election rig and doing all of that kind of stuff to other people. It was to try to sue and be like, oh, that was private information that you found out about me. Oh
Yep.
my God. These people, man.
Dummies.
Oh God, I love it. Sleep with a Glock under my pillow.
Hangry, close my door. Thank you, honey. Hangry
like
just came in to say goodnight. And he left my door open as usual.
They were like, the mob's going to find out. They're going to be mad that old Tugless is talking about this. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? If the FBI hears it on the wire, will Tug talk about, fuck yeah, I'll talk about it. Fuck yeah. You're going to do the mob? You're talking about a bunch of geriatric old men? I've seen what's left of the mob. You know, Sammy the Bull Gravano is on TV or on YouTube. And, you know,
on YouTube.
Him, by the way.
Right. He's on YouTube.
And he props to him, by the way. That's a real mobster. Like, that dude was hardcore, you know? Or Michael Franchi's like, that guy was hardcore, you know? These guys, they were two separate things. I mean, Sammy the Bull was the hardcore body dropping, put in the work kind of guy. And Michael was more of the, you know, brains behind. But... yeah, they weren't like a fat, dopey piece of shit that that basically had some other guy put in all the work because he was connected. This guy wasn't even associated with the mob. Like he had there's mobsters and then there's associates. And this guy doesn't even rank associate. He got very lucky that he wasn't the one getting shaken down through all of that. Hell, he was. I guess he probably was. To have a co-defendant, what was it, number 2? There was co-defendant number 1 they like to lean on all the time. And then there was co-defendant number 2 that did the leaning. Now that guy,
yeah,
you know, he was mobbed up for sure. But Fats wasn't mobbed up. Like, who cares?
Well, how long do you think if real mobsters will put up with a guy using their name and using the threat of them over bullshit? You know what I mean? Like, how do you think that real mobsters find it amusing to have their names used or their likenesses used to threaten and intimidate people who've done nothing to them?
No, I like that. I mean, legitly, if anybody wants to figure out that there are threats indeed being made in these cases, all you got to do is look at those folks right there and look at who brought them in, who has advertised them, who tries to also lie to their audience. They try their damnedest not to let the past of these people come out because they hope that they can get on that grift train. They want them to get paid by those people. And I think that's fucking pathetic, man.
It is pathetic.
I'm going to do another exposure video.
I don't think paint chips. I don't think that the mob wants to be associated with paint chips.
I'm going to do another expose freaking live stream on paint chips just because these guys thrash about so badly. They get so mad about it. Cool. We'll do another one and another one and another one. Oh, fuck these guys, man.
Mary makes a good point. Mobsters detest any attention to their organizations. Yeah. I mean, it's like, do you think that they're going to take it kindly listening to this guy, like calling on their names and, you know, throwing his weight around like that? Like
his weight around, be careful. Making up fake people to be like, oh, look, there's more of us covering it than no, dude, it's just 2 of you. Just like, how many of you?
Like he's writing under a fake name and his name and interviewing himself. Like, Jesus, that's sad. That just makes me cringe so hard. Like, oh God, you're interviewing yourself. Christ, how bad can it get?
Oh my God, man. Yeah, but you know what? I mean, he really put us in our place. Like he told me that he doesn't eat paint chips. That's amazing. You know,
you can't prove it. You cannot prove that he ate paint chips.
I've got to pull that up again. I love this is one of my favorite things that has happened to me in a while. I mean, this is oh my God, a guy writing an article about himself, but referring to himself in the third person is like, yeah, I can disprove that I didn't eat paint chips as a child because the FBI had to spend a lot of money to put me away. What? What does that mean? I gotta read this again. According to Lithman, who is given Tug the nickname Louie, Tug's recent coverage was half-assed. Quote, Louie has taken to calling me paint chips. I love this. Oh my God, it's so good. I can only assume he thinks I ate paint chips as a child and have some mental deficiency. It's a novel theory, but easily disproven. If I was mentally, the next word, why did the Fed have to spend over $5 million to put me away?
Probably because they were getting it from USAID. That's if I had to guess. They had lots of money to throw around back then.
Yeah, well, the Fed spent, what was it, $10,000 a freaking toilet paper roll to put on 747s. So I mean, yeah,
when the Fed spends $5 million, that's like you or me spending 500.
Yeah, exactly. That's pocket change. I mean, it's not their money. It's our money. Oh, I love it.
Deuce Muleskin says, who is the character on Seinfeld who spoke in third person? That's right. Yeah, that guy, what was his name? God, no, I can see him in my head. But God, that's exactly what this guy's like. He speaks about himself in the third person. It's so weird. It's so cringe. It's so unprofessional. You want to talk about unprofessional and not journalism at all? I've never known a journalist to interview themselves and then write about themselves in the third person.
I've never heard for somebody do that. That's so bizarre. They want to sound, I mean, they could have interviewed each other because there's two of them, but no, only one of them interviewed themselves.
No, there's not two of them. He's both of them.
No, I'm saying like there's they're a tandem. We're talking about,
Yes, I guess they could have interviewed each other.
Yeah, they could have done that, but no. Yeah, I'm not talking about the names on, but that's another thing. If you look at the byline, folks, you'll notice there are multiple names, but there are only two people there. They create fake people so they can sound like they're an organization.
I've also noticed that they tried to pull old Frank in from the Frank Report. They tried to pull him into this drama by copying him on an email that I had sent. And I noticed that he hasn't taken the bait and he hasn't let them publish this garbage on his website. So I think that's pretty interesting too. The only place they've been able to publish is on their own Substacks, which nobody reads. And Frank at the Frank Report, where they allegedly do some work, has not allowed them to publish this crap. So that's pretty interesting.
I just think it's fascinating to see when you look at one of their Substacks and you're like, okay, there's two people involved plus a fake name, and check it out. Like two people restacked it. That's what they call the shares. And the fake name actually has its own account too. Oh my God. I feel like I have fallen. I was telling Megan today, I was like, some days when you look at all of these players here, it's not like you're fighting off clowns. It's like you're fighting off the whole damn circus some days.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. That's very, very true. Somebody had sent a super chat that said something about we need a Paint Chips music video. I have made one. It's called The Ecosystem of Hate.
Oh yeah, that's good actually.
I haven't debuted it yet. I was thinking that I would on Tuesday. But I don't know, if you guys go hog wild and hit 150 super chats, maybe I'll have to debut it tonight.
No way.
But we're almost we're at 70 right now. So they're trying to get to
right at 80 at the 70. Is that 80? Is that number right? 77, and then I've got
I'm only seeing I'm seeing 70 or starred. That's all I can see. I can't see your YouTube your studio page.
Yeah, I see 77 from the thing, and then let me see. There are outside ones too. There are 1, 2, 3. There are 4 outside ones as well. So yeah, there'd be 81 So it's only
Oh, wow.
19 off of that 100.
So
that's
19
weird.
off of the 100 for the for Gainesville to
It's wild,
Gainesville.
isn't it?
And let me tell you, Gainesville to Gainesville is worth it. I did a bang up job on this video. I'm very proud of it. My video editing skills are getting better every day.
They are very much so. I was like, damn, man, I'm a slacker and a half.
Well, I
I'm just like,
discovered, and I'll have to show it to you. So Pixabay has, I used to get pictures off of Pixabay. They have videos now. They have rights-free, copyright-free, royalty-free videos. So you can type in anything that you want and find these like little video clips that artists just make, and you can use them. You can use them in your YouTube videos. It's like a blanket copyright, free thing. So I've been making use out of those. And yes, it's the Stevie Ray Vaughan version, Jim. But I've been making use out of those Pixabay videos, and they're wonderful. There's so many good ones. And it's been great. I've been having a lot of fun with it, frankly.
Yeah, I see it. I'm marking it right now. It's actually kind of nice. Here, make a new folder for me. I love my editing folders. I do. I like new toys,
Yeah.
Editing. I just like new toys.
Oh yeah, you got to get Pixabay on your list of things that you look into when you're doing videos and stuff. It's great.
Oh man, but I don't know. I'm still lazy about making. I'm like, you know what I need? I need funny lyrics, which are good, and I need bass. That's what I need. That's pretty much.
Okay, so I have discovered, as far as lyric writing goes, I have been using like either a ChatGPT or Grok and telling it what I want the song to be about, and then it writes it, and then I go back in and edit it to be, to make it exactly what I want. But I find that makes it much easier to have because ChatGPT and Grok actually will write it in song format. So they'll put a bridge in, they'll put, so even just for the format itself, it makes it so much easier. So, and then I go in and I redo it the way I want it. I change certain words here and there. But I actually really like AI's writing capability. I find it really good. I like it.
One thing I like about Grok is making freaking pictures. I was like, how many pictures can I make of a guy eating paint? More. I can make more.
More. And I was like, would you send me some of those paint eating pictures you have? But then I realized I had one. So I used the one that I had because I had one that was like, it was funny. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I just made some random ones. I was like, I got in the
Yours
mood
were
for
more
it.
Cartoons, and like I was looking for like a realistic one, and Grok made me a couple that were funny.
Yeah, I was stuck on a cartoon one. Man, for some reason, the only thing I hate with AI, I'm like, when I said something, like if I'm like, put a lot of rings on it and put some chains on that umbrella guy lawyer, they make him black. I'll be like, he's not. That's racist. Come on now.
They do racist. It does it every time. Remember when we were trying to make cockroaches with wearing gold chains and stuff? They made them look black. I was like, this is terrible AI.
Yeah. It is some racist shit.
It's some racist
I can even put in there,
I
can be like, we are talking about, a Caucasian male, not like he's wearing sleeves so you can't see exposed skin. Nope. You put jewelry in there and stuff. You get him all
but if
blingy.
you say like a rapper, it will automatically make it a black person, which is like, wait a minute, that's not.
Like, ask for one freaking pimp style fur coat, and what do I do?
AI is horribly racist.
It is. I mean,
it is. It's horribly racist. And also, Grok is horribly sexist. Although I found a way around Grok's thing with women. You know how it couldn't make a middle-aged woman? It was either they look like 15 to 20-year-olds or old women. Mm-hmm. I finally found the word mature woman. If you tell it to make a picture of a mature woman, it looks like a 40-something-year-old woman.
Huh. Yeah,
All
because
right, the chat is asking, did we reach the 50 or whatever I said, 100 yet?
Let's see. There's 85. Let me count the outside ones. 1, 2. We're at 90. 90. We
Oh, 10 more. 10 more. We're almost there.
Very close. Very close.
It's going to be worth it, you guys. Gainesville to Gainesville is so good. It
I got
might
distracted.
be one of my favorite ones. It might be one of my favorite songs I've ever made.
It's just funny. Like you're mentioning that, and I was like, yeah, anytime we're talking, what starts happening, I start trying to make like that umbrella guy freaking weird avatars.
Whenever I mention AI, you're like back into grok.
Like, I start making weird ones. I'm working on lawyers right now, and judges. But I'm stuck on I want them to have lots of jewelry. I think it's funny. I don't know why. I'm like, yeah, I like that. I like that rapper thing. Like, give me lots of jewelry.
I always thought that was like something that Tug did just for his cartoons, his avatars of himself. And then he sent me a picture of his actual hands one day. And he has gold rings on every finger.
Man, I tell you, gifts. It started, my grandfather like left me some rings, and I was like, all right, man. And then my father, when he passed, I was like, I'll never get rid of it. And I was told, well, you can have it as long as you wear it. I was like, I'll wear them all.
I'll wear them all
yes.
Every day of the week, every ring on every finger. God help the person who gets hit by Tug. It's gonna leave a mark. If you have to hit somebody with a closed fist, it's going to be like Johnny Depp level injury.
That's what I kept saying in that Depp trial. It's like, he didn't hit anybody. He may have broke his hand, but he would have messed somebody up.
Oh yeah, if with all those rings, that would have left scars on a face as porcelain as hers. I loved one of the best moments of the cross-examination was.
Check this.
You said he was wearing rings on every finger when he hit you in the face. Seriously, I swear to God, that's what his hands look like.
Look at this. Like they're like watches, though. Some of them are watch rings. He's got 2 watches.
Why does the umbrella have a big black spot in the middle?
It just gets weird sometimes. It makes some of the weirdest looking face masks, And what's bad, like Grok will make 4 images, and
at least it only has 5 fingers on each hand. That's an improvement.
Yeah,
and I like all the watches too.
Look, that ring is all the way down to the
that ring is not right.
Look at how the necklaces go too. I mean, some of them are just randomly. I love it though. I kind of love the weird AI stuff. I don't want it to get so good at things that like the weird quirks,
the weird stuff goes away.
Yeah, because I like to know that some of it's fake. I like to be able to just we're getting better and better. I've seen some AI that's kind of it's kind of creepy.
I want to show you a hilarious AI picture that I did. So this is one of those things where I agree with you. I don't want it to ever get better because there are things that it does sometimes that make me laugh so hard that I just can't breathe. And this was one of them. So as I was doing the ecosystem of hate, I was trying to come up with a picture of the ecosystem with all its new characters and them hanging out together in like a smoky, dark room. And one of the new characters looks a lot like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. And look at this. Look at this. Look what it did.
Oh no.
And wait, half of his face is like, I don't know, it's kind
what
of
is
like
that bubblicious face?
I don't know, but I love it.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I love it, and it makes me
frightening
laugh.
And hilarious at the same time.
It's so funny. This should never get better. I hope it never gets better.
How can it get better, honestly?
It really, it needs to stay just like this. It's perfect with the yellow skin and everything.
Oh my gosh. That is amazing. It does. It looks like a cross between, what is it, Sin City? The yellow faced guy, the creeper. Like it looks like his skin mixed with
Yes.
Mr. Burns.
With Mr. Burns. And then wait, there's another one.
No.
I don't even know.
The guy in the middle looks like the penguin.
I know.
Yeah.
I
The other
know.
one, what is up with that mask?
I don't know, but it's so funny.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
It's so funny. I mean, I don't want it to get better because this is just too hilarious. Please, God, let
Ooh,
it
that's a
be.
good
Let it
avatar.
stay like this.
See, look at this one. This one looks good. This is a great one. Look at that one. See, that looks nice. I like that.
Oh, I like that one.
Nice gloves. A nice
I like the
mask.
gloves.
Yeah, it looks good.
The gloves
blue
look like
suit.
you're about to break into a safe. or
See, look
something.
at sometimes I'm like, what is that? How does that
It
even
doesn't
stay
even
on?
cover your face.
Look, he's got a zipper in the middle of it. That's weird.
The zipper.
It's so weird.
Look at this one. Who asked for this? I did not
Yeah.
say I wanted this. And look at the toes. Are these toes sticking out of the or
yuck.
hands? Or
Oh,
are they
that's like this bad Scrooge. That's the reality of the Scrooge McDuck show. Oh. Oh. It's like a money sewer. Gross.
Oh, I love AI so much. Oh God, no, I can't even show this one. This one, sometimes Grok is just gross.
Yes,
Like,
it makes some really
why
weird
would you do
shit.
this, Grok? I did not ask for this. I did not ask for that, Grok. That is not what I asked for. That does not, who do I report that to?
Who do I report my emotional damage to?
Yes.
Gross. Hey, we have crossed our 100 threshold, by the way. We did
All right.
Oh,
Well, you
no.
guys are in for a treat
Oh man.
because this is one of the best videos that I think I've ever made.
I'm the lawyer in town, got my case in hand, but my emotions are mixing up this legal land. I filed for a change, thought I was so slick, but I moved the case from Gainesville to Gainesville quick. From Gainesville to Gainesville, what was I thinking? I made a mistake, the whole court's blinking. Emotions so wrong, my career's on the line. The judge's patience, now a thin line.
Yes.
I stood in that courtroom, thought I was smart, but my paperwork's a mess, it's tearing me apart. I tried to move the case to where I stand, didn't realize I was already in Gainesville
land.
From Gainesville to Gainesville, what have I done? I've got the judge annoyed, and now I'm undone. A blunder so grand, my reputation shot. I found my way straight into this spot. I look at the judge, his eyes are so cold. He's seen my folly and my legal mode. I'm shaking my head, I know I'm in deep. This legal misstep might just make me weep.
Woo.
I filed for delays, for dismissals too, but each one's a mess, my errors they accrue. I'm lost in my paperwork, a maze of my own. In this court of law, I feel so alone. From Gainesville to Gainesville, I can't believe judge's gavel, my nightmare. So here I stand with my head hung low, my legal prowess on display for show. From Gainesville to Gainesville, a lesson learned. In the annals of law, I'll be forever burned.
That was good, actually. That was
So
really good. I think.
good. I saw a super chat come up while we were watching that. Somebody said they want to take me to Buddy Guy's in Chicago. Spoiler, I've been there many times. Buddy Guy actually is a neighbor of a friend of mine. He lives in Orland Park. And I saw him in concert in New Lenox. And he was like, just want to tell everybody out there, I'm your neighbor, because New Lenox is right next to Orland Park. And he literally lives right next door to one of my friends. And late at night, you can hear him playing. And, people in his, he has like jam sessions all the time, and you can hear it. It's amazing. He was one of the best concerts that I've ever seen. And I mean, the man this was only a couple years ago. He's what, 70, in his 70s? He came off the stage, walked through the crowd with his guitar, just like playing up close and personal with everybody. He was amazing. And his bar, Buddy Guy's in Chicago, was a place that I spent a lot of time, actually. I had a lot of musician friends in Chicago. And one of them, whose name was Martin Salmon, R.I.P. Martin, he died young, but he was a child prodigy piano player. And he used to play at Buddy Guy's when he was 15. And he was a unbelievable jazz pianist. And I would go and watch him there. But yeah, Buddy's still rocking it. Yep. So, but I love that song. I love AI. I love Suno. That's pretty much what I've been working on all week. I know I've been kind of absent. When I get into a funk or whatever, and the kids are sick and I'm just miserable, I really like getting into the music. It's very therapeutic for me. I don't need therapy. I just need Suno AI to work.
That's true, man. I know that one. It's addictive too. It is very addictive. Like when
it was down the other day, and I about had a heart attack. I was emailing their support like, I pay for this service and it's not working, and I really need it right now. You don't understand.
That's funny. My babies. What they gonna do without it?
You don't understand. I need it. Okay, here's a picture that did not make it into the video, but I think I should show it to you because it's freaking hilarious. Grok, what have you done? I should have put this one in. This is funny. Again, with all the crap, they're so upset about us making fun of his nose. A guy who has a big nose, and they somehow equate that to making a video of someone, like a sexually explicit, disgusting video. That is not equal in any way. It just isn't. And the idea that they would somehow equate the two is so gross. Like, we are not dealing with mentally well people. These people are unhinged. They are unhinged. Oh, this one's funny too. Look at this one. Look at the size of his arm. Why is his one arm so long?
Good Lord. It does feel like he really feels like a Batman villain now.
I know. He's like Stretch Armstrong.
It's like, ooh, baby. It's like,
This
no
one
way.
is also funny. Look at his eyes.
Oh, that one's good, Dan. I like
I
that.
know. I know. It's so good. I had a hard time choosing from all the different ones that Grok made for me, because lots of them are good.
It's stunning how much he hates you, though. I mean, he fucking hates you.
It's all because of the nose comments, I think, or maybe possibly the yoga. I'm not sure. I really don't know, but
maybe being a respected female thing. I don't know. Maybe
he doesn't like women so much. But like, honestly, I don't know how they can equate making revenge, of someone and making fun of a guy's nose. It's just not the same thing in any way.
Oh, I didn't mention this. So one of my favorite things that has happened on this. So as people know, Tubby decided that he was going to call in the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League,
right?
Because people were making fun of BBB's nose, and he had the dude's foreskin nickname. So they were like, "Oh my God, that's anti-Semitic." So decided to start doing a little bit of digging, and interestingly enough, in his past, he did take aim at someone with a Jewish heritage. In fact, I'm going to say, I'm going to shorten it. Instead of saying Jew, I'm going to say J. That way I'm not going to get clipped saying this. But he was referring to them as a J rat. And he ended up getting called out in media, in the New York Post and many other places. So this guy that they decided they were going to recruit to try to be a heavy hitter, pretending that he had and that's just on the singular level. When you look at the damage this guy did with his scams, I mean, he tried to do it. It's fascinating. He tried to write an article saying that, well, I just cheated Chinese companies, and it's like, no, you cheated American companies too, and you almost caused an international incident by doing this. Those companies, I'm sure that you cheated people of all heritages, but beyond that too, that international incident, I think it would have impacted all of us from every background. Oh, just amazing to find out.
Yeah, amazing. And his partner was asked about it, by the way, on the Ecosystem channel. And you know what he had to say? Not much. He said, well, that's something Dick will have to answer for. No, you answer for it, because you stuck your nose into this and said that you were offended by the alleged anti-Semitic statements about Bruce's nose. You said you were offended by that. So are you really going to tell me you're not offended by you, a Jew, J-rat, someone calling another Jew a J-rat? But not J, using the full term.
Yeah, using the whole term there, bragging about it, laughing.
You have the nerve to sit there and say, well, that's Dick's problem. He's going to have to answer for that.
Well, and it wasn't just
you should be turning him into the ADL, shouldn't you?
Yeah, and it wasn't just the statement there. The whole thing was predicated on them running fake Facebook accounts and trying to ruin people. Like you see now, we see the same shit now, but they were doing that. And one of the people they were targeting, well, right there. So if you're going to get offended and, this mock offense, again, they're paid to be that way though. So of course they're going to ignore one, not the other, but it's amazing that you have one of this tandem that has been called out and has been convicted for targeting people of, well, the ADL let's just say the ADL might find that interesting.
I would think so. I don't think it's interesting at all to try and find something anti-Semitic in the fact that a guy has a big nose. Frankly, I think it's anti-Semitic that you're equating people with big noses to being just Jews, because that's not how that works. That's called a stereotype. And you're basically saying the stereotype is true. That's not right. plenty of people who are not Jewish have big noses. And if you have a big nose and it happens to be something people notice, it's absolutely reasonable that that's the thing that they would pick out and mock and make fun of. Duh. Hello. Have you met Nick Rekieta? Have you seen his nose? Of course they know it. They're making like a big deal out of nothing.
No, it's because they have nothing as far. They know that they have linked up with scumbags, and they themselves are scumbags.
Well, they themselves are scumbags. Yep.
Yeah. So they've got to deflect away from it.
Meets like.
Yep. It's so gross. I'm gonna hit some super chats. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to. Let me start with the ones outside. And then that way I do not miss anything on there. SC. First of all, SC, thank you. I see a $5 one right there. Thank you, SC. And always thank you, too. I appreciate that. Let's see. TKT, I'm going to say thank you. There's $2 for breadsticks. Thank you for that. Appreciate you there. Let's see. We have RD. Well, I don't know. I know you. I thought about giving you a shout out there, but I don't know if you want that or not. Thanks for the 20 there. Hydration. Yes, indeed. I'm hydrating. Thank you. Thank you, by the way. Appreciate you. Let's see. There is another one here. DR. Thanks for another. There was a 20 as well. I appreciate that. And there were 2 other. Let me go to the app real quick. I want to make sure I missed 2 yesterday, and I hate that. NM. Thank you. There was a 20 yesterday. It said blessings. Thank you. And I hated to miss that. Patricia, also. I saw yours on there. It was a few days ago, and I can't remember if I got that one too. There was a 50 about 4 days ago, and I can't remember if I missed stuff that far back or not. So if I did miss it, it is never intentional if I miss you there. I appreciate everybody there. But let me pull these up here. So Valerie started this one off today saying, and thank you for the 5. I was listening to one of your YouTube buddies today, and he thinks this might get thrown out of federal court. Well, yeah. I think
which one of an actual YouTube buddy or somebody else? I mean, I guess I would have to know who we're talking about. It depends on whose opinion.
Ecosystem person.
Well, those are not our buddies. If you're talking about one of our like LawTube buddies, I'd be interested to know who, because I like to hear about their points of view. I
don't think anybody. I don't know anybody that's really covering it.
Lady Tammy says the expert. Oh, okay, expert. I'll have to ask him about it, but he may not know about those cases that I found. And so he might not know about the Ninth Circuit decisions that already occurred about this exact issue. And we'll have to wait and see. Look, anything could happen, right? The courts make decisions that sometimes go against precedent, right? And then you have to appeal. So it happens. But
I do not see us getting kicked out before discovery. I mean, we're already there, and the judge is like, we're moving forward. So, for it to get booted, that would be pretty strange to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, for cases, like Megan said, you never know where a case can go. I think that Jeremy, like I said, I think he is a good case for his defamation. I think TI is a hard case, but I think he can prove a lot of crazy that has been aimed at businesses. He has to make direct business relations. I think he can do that. And again, we'll see. We'll see how it plays. But I think he has a good case. So we'll check it out and see what happens. Barnyard Sally, thanks for the month there. This is turning into one of my favorites. I'm turning into one of the thugs. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. This is it's a fascinating case. No matter what, it's not just one. It's a collective of more. It's no matter what happens in the case, either it won't make these people smarter. That's the thing too. Deborah Burns, thanks for the month there. Thank you for the gifted membership. Whoever dropped it in there, thank you. Dropping it on. Appreciate that. Jack, Thanks for the gifted membership there. Thank you, Jack's mom. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you. BK also dropped it a gifted membership. Thank you, BK. Appreciate you as well. It's good seeing y'all out there. Misbehaving dropped a gifted membership as well. Misbehaving, how's it going too? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for that. There's Fallen Hero. What's up, Fallen Hero? How you doing, my friend? Thank you. Dropped a gifted membership too. Thank you, thank you for that. Fallen Hero, always here. Appreciate you. Joe, thank you for the gifted membership too. Thank you. Appreciate that. Barnyard Sally dropped a 2 on there. Dan said, back for more. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying things, by the way. I love this case. I think it's crazy. I wouldn't wish it on anyone, but I love looking at it there. Elu, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships too. What's up, Elu? Hope you're doing good too. Thank you. Max Lab, thanks for the 2 there. Hugs from Megan. You're awesome, Tug. Thank you, man.
Thanks for
Appreciate
the hugs. Appreciate that.
Watch out. She's had the cough lately, though. Maybe she, gotta be careful.
No, I haven't coughed once since I've been on stream. So it's,
maybe
I
that's
think
your
it
medicine.
was the laundry lint. I'm telling you, I inhaled laundry lint and that was painful. But the whiskey might have something to do with it. It's helping.
Yeah, no. Dr. Umbrella PH says that you need I'm going to write you one Suno AI song to be written stat there.
Stat.
Yeah, that will save your life. I'm just telling you. Mostly harmless fuzzball. I like that name. That's funny. Thanks for the 5 there. Breadsticks plus yoga equals soft pretzels.
That's funny.
Awesome. That is. It's good. I like it. Says Realm, thank for the 2 there. Megan's addicted to laundry lint. Yeah, now we know. Now we know. Thanks for the 5 there. My kids saw your avatar and said, "Who's that peppermint guy?"
Oh, Todd, you're losing your edge.
That peppermint guy. That's awesome, actually. Let's see. Man.
That doesn't quite roll off the tongue. The
tongue.
That doesn't quite. I just said that doesn't roll off the tongue.
This is like something my grandparents would have said, though. Like, ooh, peppermints.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I love it. BC Eagle, thanks for the 5 there. Hey, Tug and Megan, good to see the dream team together again. Here's some breadstick money. I know, man. It's been a crazy one. That's good to be together. I'm glad to be working at a better, at least 75%. Man, the Tuesday I was like, oh no, but I think I'll be good next Tuesday. I think I'll be really good. So
cool, because I'm going to unveil the ecosystem of hate.
I liked that. When I heard there, but that was I guess probably work in progress at the time, but I liked it. Or was that the finished product, or was that?
No, that's the finished one, I think.
Okay, it was good, man. I liked it.
Yeah, it's good.
Wendy, thanks for the 5 there. Oh no, Megan's coughing up lint balls.
It really did feel like something was stuck in my throat. My daughter was like, "Hey, calm down." I'm like, "I'm choking here."
Apparently they call that Zoom meds.
You know what's funny? So my 19-year-old who was like so sick, I told you guys she had like 103.4 fever. She was so sick, and she's bopping around today. So this is only day 3 of her having that terrible flu. She's bopping around today, and I'm like, "Hey," after I was coughing, I'm like, "Look, if I'm getting it, you're taking care of me. You understand?" And she was like, "I can't. I have to go to school. I have to work." I'm like, "Oh no. I have been waiting on you people hand and foot. You will take care of me. You understand?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I've told for my kids, I'm like, one of mine was complaining because I was like, "Go upstairs and give me something." I was like, I don't want to walk up the stairs right now. I don't feel like it. How many times have I walked up the stairs for you guys?
Exactly.
Yeah. I like this one. Coyote Bates, like panty hamsters and now lint balls. That's scary.
Wait, no, that says pantry hamsters. That is scary. What's a pantry hamster? I don't want hamsters in my pantry. Can you imagine going in your pantry and there's hamsters digging around in the rice bag?
Oh no!
Like, I'd be screaming.
And hamsters are cute too. That'd be the weird thing. I'd be like, if there were mice, I'd be pissed. But hamsters, I would be confused. You know, I'd be very confused. What in the world? Look at this! What in the world is going on here? Check this out. Look at this weird AI. I always hit the refresh thing while I'm doing stuff. What is happening here?
Did you break your... Wait a minute. What is that?
It's
vape?
An umbrella.
Is that a vape that looks like an umbrella handle?
I don't know.
I think it is. It's an umbrella vape.
It's weird,
and
man.
Also, are you holding a USB in your other hand?
I don't know. I'm confused. So many weird. That's all weird, man. Ring around. What's up? 5 gifted memberships again. Thank you. Appreciate you. Consistently dropping those memberships for people too. Thank you there. Misbehaving. 2 months there. Let's torch the BB Beehive. I like that. BB Beehive. With facts instead of fire. I love you and magnificent. Magnificent. I like it.
Connor says it's a vaporella, if you will.
A vaporella. You know what's weird? I haven't. It's 8 days now. No caffeine, no cokes,
no cigar.
Cigars, man.
I've noticed you've had no cigars.
I know. Look, I'm gonna fire my lighter up. There's nothing lighting, but listen, I miss you. I miss you, lighter.
I miss you, lighter.
Poor lighter.
Did the doctor tell you to knock it off with the?
No, I just I was like, you know what? I mean, if I'm gonna, they're gonna tell you to be healthier, and
so you might as well just start now.
I just took the advice. I was like, you know what? I know I need to be anyway, so I could do.
Hey, I'm still going to the gym. I'm still on the treadmill and stuff. Like I'm still going. I'm not every day, but I'm still walking 2 to 3 miles about every other day at the gym because, ever since Jeff left us suddenly, I just like, okay, no, he was too young. And if I leave my children suddenly, it's going to be devastating.
Yep.
So trying to move around more.
It all. That's for me. I was like, man, this is creepy stuff. So we've already lost somebody. So I'm like,
Jeff's my first friend that I lost. My first friend who died. I've never lost a friend before. I've lost grandparents, but never a friend. So yeah, it's impactful when it happens.
Yeah, I've lost a few over time. It's not usually like people. With friends, it's not usually current friends. Usually the people I've known, but it's not like people that I currently know and do things with. So, Elu, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships as well. Thank you, Elu. Appreciate that. Man, like gifted memberships. Thank you, folks. Appreciate it. Love it. BC Eagle, thanks for the gifted membership as well. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Carol, thanks for the 5 there. Do you think the 10K is really for is that supposed to be for a way expert? You're talking about the handwriter?
Oh, maybe. No, I don't think so. I think it's for the involvement of these 2 new ecosystem members. It's for harassment and intimidation of media that's covering it in a way Bruce doesn't like. It's exactly for what they're doing. Exactly for what they're doing.
Yeah, they were brought in with a specific agenda, and I think we're seeing it exactly how it is. A bunch of low rent parasites. Emmy, thanks for the gifted membership too. Thank you, Emmy. Appreciate that. It's awesome there. Yeah, she said with handwriting expert. Yeah, that's what I figured you were saying there, man. I typed out some stuff today. Like
Doug sent me a text today that was indecipherable. I was like, dude, you really got to get a handle on those meds. I don't know.
I mean,
Those
it was
meds are-
something. I was like, holy shit. My hand, like my fingers are long, like my hands are longer than my phone in any way. So, keyboard's small as it is. But man, with those meds, I'm like, oh God, I can't. So what the hell did that say? It would help to proofread, but I'm just like, oh, nah.
My grandma started texting like that, at the end there, where it was indecipherable. Like you get a word here and there. And the rest of it was just like, what? What is she saying?
That's hilarious.
Poor thing.
Becky, thanks for the 2 there for Tug's Plow Fun. Yes, get them plows going on. And we got the misbehaving dropping the 11 for the nuke fun, baby. Love those nuke funs. Some fun times. Sue, thanks for the 5. Wackos are big mad because they were not on the list for USA.
I want to know how I get on the list to be
man,
subsidized by USAID. I want $20,000 a month or whatever.
Yeah, some of those numbers, I was like, whoa, how do I get that? I mean, we're not talking chump change.
Politico got $8 million.
I know, man.
Oh my God. And by the way, Politico, so I work at PJ Media. You guys know that. Politico is exactly like PJ Media. It's just on the left, right? Mm-hmm. And we're all over there, and we're in our newsroom the other day, like, this news is breaking that Politico has all these paid subscriptions by USAID. And it's like, damn, where's our check? Did we lose it? What? How come? Why did we get skipped over? Damn, we're working for pennies over here.
That's just crazy, though. When I saw some of those numbers, I was like, man, what have I been doing? No, but it is wild. It does tell you, like, propaganda pays.
Oh, man. Did you see how much money the Kennedy Center folks are getting?
Oh, yeah.
The Kennedy Center. So if you guys recall, during the pandemic, the Kennedy Center was one of the places that were really pushing hard and not allowing people to come see any of their shows without getting the you-know-what, right? I don't need the passport. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep. Okay.
And if that wasn't bad enough, it's now come out that USAID has given them over $10 million, and that money went to paying the salaries of the executives who, get this, were all, and there was like a list of like 20 of them, making like $500,000, between $300,000 and $500,000 a year.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, they weren't putting on any shows.
It is wild. Some of those salaries were so crazy.
So my tax dollars subsidized these do-nothing nobodies at the Kennedy Center who were sitting around keeping people from enjoying the shows. Literally, that's what they were doing.
Does any of that surprise anyone, though? It's shocking to see. I mean,
it does make me mad.
It's shocking when you get proof, though,
Yeah. It does make me mad, and I think we need to keep looking at it and keep seeing it to really let it sink in how badly our money has been mismanaged. This is fraud. It is fraud. And you think about, you ever sit around and think about, God, what does it take to make $500,000 a year? Oh, just digging into the government till. Just digging into your pocket, you who makes $50,000 a year, they are digging into your pocket to give some idiot $500,000 to sit around at the Kennedy Center doing nothing.
Yeah, they did absolutely nothing. That's the amazing part of it. Politico, $8 million freaking dollars, though. That's those scumbags.
And they had the nerve to say, "Oh, those weren't grants; that they were paid memberships." Yet they shouldn't be subscribing on our dime. If some, government worker wants to subscribe to Politico, then they should have to do it out of their own money. Why do they use mine?
If I'm paying for it, it doesn't matter how they try to phrase it. You're
right. Membership grant. What does it matter? What does it matter?
Well, it wasn't something they disclosed right from go. I've had morons attached to Politico come after me, and it's like, wow, when you think about it, You know, they're coming after us for cases, and they're coming after you, trying to silence you, and they have a big government backing. Like, that's frightening when you think about it, you know.
It is frightening. No wonder they've been so empowered, these journalists out there who are all being funded by the government, and they're so empowered to like write about private individuals and slander them and defame them and everything, going after private individuals constantly. It's disgusting, but they knew that they had the backing of the government.
Yep, they knew that they're, you know, and in that they have the backing of court systems and more. They know it. God, they can get away with anything they want. It's gross. Anyway, let me get back to point.
I hope to God that it gets cleaned up. That's all I can say.
Maybe. I hope it doesn't go back to what it was either. You know, even if it does, say we get everything cleaned up, will it stay there? That's the problem. You know. Hey, Hazel, Monty. Thank you for the, let me get back on my track. Here we go. Thank you for the membership. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the membership. Welcome to Tugs Thugs. My brain is a little slow, dude. This mad stomach choke, trying to catch up with them. Linda, thanks for the 10 there. Appreciate that. Show us your working hamster.
No, well, it's still not working because it didn't come with batteries. So I still have to put batteries in it. I have to walk downstairs and go find batteries and then put the batteries in it. So you'll have to tune into my stream maybe tomorrow. I was thinking I might stream like the Karen Reed hearing that was today. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I don't know. I'm still deciding what I'll do.
Victoria Hall, thanks for the 2. He talked shit, I guess. Tug, Megan, Shara. I don't know who he is exactly. You know, I'm not sure who the he is.
Probably Bruce.
Oh, who knows? It's probably somebody.
That's all right. We don't care about the talking shit. That doesn't bother us at all.
Well, I mean, oh no. If it's one of those frauds, they don't like me. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm so heartbroken.
No nothings that no one ever hears or listens to or talking shit about me. Whatever will I do with their 3 subscribers? One of whom is Bruce. The other 2 are the 2 of them.
For real. Tracy, thanks for the 10. Breadsticks money. Thank you. Appreciate that. Awesome there. Thank you. Great. Thanks for the 10 there. Just going to leave this here. Can't stand the Hales. Miss both of you, but I won't watch coverage of the story. You don't have to. I'm sorry. I really like you both. I hate the story and everyone associated with it. Well, that's fine. You know, at the end of the day, like I said, I'd like to wake up one day and be able to say things. And there are a lot of cases out there. It's going to be like that with every case. Every case you cover. There are people that say, man, hate this case, hate that. And that is all right. You know, you totally have the ability not to tune into something, find something that you like. But man, a lot of that stuff hits close to home on this one. You know, it does. When we tuned into this one, in fact, you know, the crazy part of that was when we tuned into it, we were looking at protective orders, and the protective order portion of this was it was talking about removing your right to protect yourself, removing your right to speak, having other people, if they spoke, you might actually, you know, be held liable for that. It was just madness, and the madness just keeps snowballing from there. So I don't know. And as far as cases are concerned, let's see, like if I cover Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and Justin Baldoni. Okay, Justin Baldoni, I think that he is the aggrieved party in here. I don't like Justin Baldoni, though. I've looked at his stuff. If I were accused of something terrible, he would have let me be. He would let me hang for it. You know, he's one of those. He's a listening believer, and I don't like that at all. But now he's accused. Now he's presenting evidence. Now suddenly, you know, evidence does matter. But I believe everything we've seen, unless something comes out that totally shakes it up, Blake Lively's in the wrong there. I mean, there's a lot of proof that Oh, they lied.
You know what's
on an
sad to
epic
me
scale.
is that Ryan Reynolds, you know, his reputation is destroyed because of what his wife did.
Oh, I was just commenting on that, like over on Twitter. Yeah, it's
He'll
amazing.
probably
Like he
never
went from
recover. He'll probably never recover it. Like, I know I'm not going to look at him the same way. And that's unfortunate. I really enjoyed him in his movies. And now I'm like, oh, I just,
well,
ugh.
it took some of the stuff that's come up with messaging and more. You know, it's taking it from he seemed like a fun-loving kind of a-hole to just an a-hole.
Right. We should have known when Martha Stewart. I was kind of making fun of Martha Stewart for being like, she just right before this broke, actually, she tweeted something like, or she said something that was reported in the news about how Ryan Reynolds was her neighbor in Martha's Vineyard or wherever the hell she lives. Not Martha's Vineyard. She lives in Hamptons. And she said, Ryan Reynolds is my neighbor, and you know, he's not very funny. I see him when he takes the trash cans out, and he's not funny at all. And I was like joking about that. Like, okay, well, a guy who is funny for a living doesn't really need to be funny all the time, you know? But I think in retrospect, I think she was trying to tell us something. I think she was trying to tell people he's not the nice guy you think he is.
And trying to steal men's work, trying to steal movies, shove the people off in the back, go and celebrate in the basement.
Yeah,
like,
horrible.
Whoa, are you kidding me?
And like going to bat for his wife who's wrong. I mean, I definitely respect men who stick up for their wives. It's not like you would expect him to go against her, but do you have to be so vocal about it if you think maybe she's wrong? I know for a fact, if my husband thinks I'm wrong, he will not go to bat for me. He would not do that. He'd be like, nope, you're wrong. He might not say it publicly, but he'd tell me. But he certainly isn't going to be writing emails and text messages to my boss for me.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, that's like a weird thing too.
I just this whole thing it snowballed and it's got crazier. But I mean, the point in bringing that up is I don't like people that are involved in these. A lot of them though. But in this, I actually with Jeremy Hales, I think Jeremy's handled himself pretty damn well considering, honestly. And I've liked Jeremy. I don't have a problem with him. It's kind of rare to find that, to be honest. He's done pretty well considering we have we have criminals, parasites, like actual social parasites that have just lined up against this man and want to ruin him. You know, should he be nice? And
you don't have to like love somebody or everything about somebody. You really don't. But you can also, can't you recognize when somebody is being wronged? Like, even if you just don't think that they're like Justin Baldoni, for instance, like Tug said, he doesn't really like him that much. The guy's a Me Tooer, a listening believer. So he would throw us under the bus for sure. But you can see that a guy like him, even though you don't like him, there's something wrong there. He's being wronged. And I'm with you, Tug. When I see somebody being wronged, I don't really care what their positions are on stuff. It doesn't affect me at all. You don't have to agree with me politically or anything for me to stand up for you if you're being wronged. And Jeremy Hales has been wronged here, for sure. Is he perfect? No. Who is? Which one of you is perfect?
If people want to ruin my life, they're not going to meet nicety from me. I don't owe them. I don't owe any Joe Blow nicety on the street, but I certainly am not going to showcase nicety to people trying to ruin my life. Fuck them. You know? I mean, it's an amazing world where people have this expectation that you're going to be decent toward people that treat you like garbage. And they're not, again, we're not talking about being rude to you. We're talking about people that are trying to ruin your life. Like, that's the wild stuff. Anyway, Taz, thanks for the 10 there. For the kiddos, and ooh, look at those squares.
Square, but
Megan, you missed it.
Get penalty box. Get in the penalty box. I don't want to see square bullet points ever again. Stop it.
Square bullet point panty hamster adoption fund. Square bullet point y'all. Oh no, they stuck a y'all in there though.
Y'all.
Damn you. The devil. You are the devil. Taz, thanks to two. Love and hugs as always. Thank you, Taz. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh man, look. DDG, thanks for the 5. Are there square bullet points? No.
I thought you people would forget about that, but no.
No, we need to send
It's
out a
gonna
memo
last
to everyone.
forever.
Remind them. Welcome to the show. We call it Square Bullet Points.
That's the new show's name.
Yes, Square Bullet Points. Sandra D, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you, Sandra. It's good to see you, by the way. Thank you. Jack Miles, thanks for the 2. Mung, it's not his style whatsoever. I was talking about that
the motion. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like it's not quite the way he writes. There's something different about it.
Tracy, thanks for the BBB is office helping writing files up. Yeah, he's been helping with some. We've seen his style over and over again. So have another help. Paisley Chicken, thanks for the 10 there. When I read this motion, I was surprised at how cogent it sounded. That's true. It has a different voice. Yep. His other motions.
I mean, I hate to call paint chips cogent, but in comparison to Bruce, I guess it kind of is.
However, the same old claim of just for YouTube content didn't make it in at the end. Yeah, but it wasn't just all over the document. I mean, you're right. It does come in finally, but it's not slathered all over like peanut butter, you know. It's stuck to every page. But yeah, I mean, it is interesting. Carolyn, thanks for the 10 there. Only thing brought up here is whatnot. Whatnot had to happen because of what was happening in the other areas, and that came from on day 2 of Depot, their place. The way that they're playing it, again, they deal in a lot of non-truths or half-truths. If at best, I'd say at best a half-truth, So when something comes up, I wait to see the answers on it, put the other filing into play, and then see how it plays out. Cindy, thanks for the 9 months there. Using the different first name makes it different too. Using the first... Was there a different first name?
Using a different first name makes it different too. Oh, you mean like how one filing is Michelle Preston and the other one is Lynette Preston?
Oh, Lynette Preston, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I find that strange too. Like, which one's her legal name? You're supposed to use her legal name on the filing.
Yeah, I mean, why do you get away? I don't know, man. At a certain point, I'm like, do we not have any standard whatsoever? But no. Rogue Mama, thanks for the 2 there. Did Bubbles take my advice and use Grammarly?
If by Grammarly you mean paint chips, probably.
Paint Chipserly.
Does paint chips go by Grammarly and we don't know about it?
Rear Ride, thanks for the 5. Note to LMNOP, fact check. JH has no sisters. He speaks his children. He's close to his brothers. His parents are very devout and don't agree with divorce.
Yeah, he's talked about that before.
Yeah, he's talked about
it multiple times, and it's sad that his parents decided not to speak to him because he got divorced. But it happens.
In playing that, it just shows you how many things were totally wrong, totally off base, but that's the way they are, right?
But yeah, also it's like none of my business. That's the other thing too. It's like that is solidly in the none of my business category. Like which ones of Jeremy's family members speak to him. The idea that LMNOP is running around telling people all about Jeremy's private business and his family and his relationships is like, seriously, ma'am, what are you doing? And why? Why are you doing it? Why are you spreading these vicious rumors about someone you do not know? It's
that whole Northport stuff was messed up, period. Everything that happened with that was absolutely freaking insane. I'm not shocked by it because of some of these people, but man, ABW, by the way, I saw $20 also come in. That is for breadsticks. Thank you for that. I appreciate that too. That's awesome. I just saw that roll in through my notifications. Thank you. Lily, thanks for the 5. Is 5 enough for the Hammer song? Oh, that song. What I'll do is I'll cue it up one day. All right. I'll get it ready because I'll cue it up and everything. It
Oh, it's
belongs
such a
to
great song. It does belong to someone else, and I don't think he has a copyright on it. I don't think I
don't
got
know.
hit
I'll
when I
just make
played it.
sure. I'll make sure of everything on it. I know the guy who has it and stuff. I mean, it is
Yeah.
me. So
Yeah, it is you. He'll probably let you use it, I'm
yeah,
thinking.
yeah.
I
He's
have
good- he's
played it
good
before,
people.
and I don't think I got hit with copyright, but I don't really remember.
Yeah, I doubt that. I really doubt he did, but I'll just hit him up just to make sure. But I will check on that Lily, just to make sure before I do that. And thank you. That's one of those things. Music, especially on this platform, you have to be really careful with.
Yeah.
Lindsay, thanks for the super sticker there. Thank you for that. I'll have to review and see which one it is. Appreciate you. Thank you. Misbehaving, thanks for the 6. Says, get them with your hammer tug, not your hamster.
Oh, God, I'm never
That's
going to live that
hilarious.
down.
I'll tell you.
Never,
Bessie,
ever.
That is so funny. Bessie also dropped a super sticker. Thank you, Bessie. I love super stickers. I have to go and check them out after the stream a lot of times just to see which ones are dropped because there's so many. They're pretty cool. Aussie Wombat, thanks for 5 gifted membership. Aussie Wombat. I always love your name, by the way. Appreciate you. It's awesome. Rhea
Yeah, the
Ryan.
super stickers ought to come up on StreamYard.
I wish they would.
I wish they
you could
would.
see them.
Because you have to be looking at the studio in order to see them. But I wish they would. I wish StreamYard would fix that. But then again, we're leaving StreamYard, aren't we? Isn't that the plan?
Yeah. Going to look. I'm hoping for OBS to actually
Yeah,
work
Slug's
right.
going to teach me how to do OBS and also Streamlabs. So Streamlabs is really close to StreamYard and cheaper. It's like half the price, Doug.
Yeah, I'm looking at it myself. But yeah, all the problems they've had with this platform and everything now. And they just keep driving the price up.
And they keep raising the
they
price.
Won't fix
and the
it. They
service
pretend
gets
there's
worse.
no problems.
They pretend that it's your problem and not theirs. Yeah, it's crazy.
Rhea Ryan, thanks for that. Jeremy does have a sister. My bad. Fact check me. Okay. I'm getting into this
again. That's like one of those not my business kind of issues. It's like he deserves to have a private life and a family life that we're not talking about.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you, Rhea Ryan, too. Appreciate you guys, both of you. Carolyn, thanks for the 2. Judge babysitting again. Indeed. That's what it feels like. Always. My dog, thanks for the 2. Stay core. No BB. Stark holding the bag. Smart. Yep. That is a mess and a half, by the way. I've heard them plotting and trying to plan. What's fascinating about that is they go on, they tell you, we had to do this because of Stark's health. And then they go on at night and they're like, oh, well, we needed that because we needed to come up with a new plan. Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? So you're admitting that you didn't really need it because of health? You needed it because you were cornered? Huh. Okay. I have my favorites. Thanks for the 2 there. That super sticker. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'll check all those out afterwards. Appreciate you there. Cindy, thanks for the 2. I'm here for the song. Getting the song on. Thank you. A name. Thank you for the 20 there. From Gainesville to Gainesville. Also, Doug's electric bill. Thank you. Appreciate you. Misbehaving. Thanks too. You got the Gainesville to Gainesville song fun. Thank you. Adair, thanks for the 5. I've been on the replay club. Well, hey, I'm glad to see you right here in the mainstay play club. Thank you. Zilla, thanks for the 2 there. Put down the laundry lint. Blondie. Put down the laundry lint. Lisa, thanks for the 10 for the breadsticks and dip. And thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. What's up, Travis, man? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Thanks. 16 months. As far as allergies, got them bad down here in Texas. Spoonful of local honey, make it better. Yes, that is one of those things my grandmama always talked about. Get that spoonful of honey.
The thing is, do you have to do that every day? Do you just eat honey every day for the rest of your life?
I guess it's just I guess
Yeah, I mean, it seems a little excessive to me. My locals crew is getting into they're memeing. They say this is how Bruce intends to win the case.
Pretty much. He's like, I'm not supposed to drown in the content. Yeah.
He's drowning in his own motions.
Oh, no.
MeganFox.locals.com, where all the great memes are. Make sure you get over there.
That's good stuff. I like that.
I got to run, actually. I got to go.
Right.
I got to jump, but this was fun. I'm glad that you're good. The medicine didn't kick your ass tonight. That's good.
Yep. I know. I'm doing better. Look, I'm doing better every day. Yeah.
Like it. You're getting used to it.
Yeah.
So, all right. I'll catch you later. Okay.
All right. See ya. Misbehaving. Thank you for the gifted membership too. Thank you, Misbehaving. Appreciate you. Deuce Muleskin, thanks for the 10. Can you clue a fellow into the video app you're using for the music? For the video itself, you noted that she was using Pixabay to get video. And then as far as music itself, Suno AI does great with AI music. It's easy to use. Oh my God, it's so easy to use. So if you want to check it out, and you can use something like Grok. Grok is the AI that's attached to Twitter. You can get it if you need help, like writing out certain portions to get AI to communicate certain items in there. Now for me, I usually just throw mine together and, again, I find the right beat and stuff. But if you want to get more complicated with it, getting AI to help is a lot better, like Megan was saying. So all of those together, you could do pretty well with it. Night Owl, thanks for the 5. Love you too. You feeling better, Tug? Thank you. Thank you every day. Kelly, thanks for the 5. So it's BBB trying to move from federal to state. Now, I mean, state does not even recognize papers from Ohio. No, he's trying to get it kicked. He's trying to get it kicked to the curb. Just straight out of federal court. That's what he's going for. Pace of Chicken, thanks for the 5. I've had enough of this case too. However, the big picture is what important. First Amendment, truly free press. Cover it to the end. Indeed. They want people to run off of it. One of the things too that you'll notice, they'll never stop. I hate to say, but a lot of these crazy people that take aim, they'll continue to take aim. They will. And the only way you can really stop people is you make you don't take away monetary incentive. What you do is you make it cost. You put a high enough price tag on it and they will stop. Because taking away the monetary incentive may not be enough, but if it starts to go into deficit, the ads win. So, I mean, Jeremy's got the right idea, but cases move slow, all of them. All of them do. I mean, again, like we're talking to Lively, for example, that stuff isn't going to come up until freaking a year from now. We're going to have a war in the press and everything, but it's not going to be up for a year itself unless the judge decides to move it up. Teresa, thanks for the 5. The case, along with Haas, we client are also critical to content creators. Oh, yeah. I forgot. That's the H3H3 Haas. That's the guy. There's also the one, I can't remember Sargon of Akkad's real name. Benjamin something. But that one's a big one too. SF, thanks for the 5 there. Like Tony doesn't have a firearm door of his house, much less than a bit. Yeah, indeed. I have a firearm sitting right across from me. To be honest, those people being like, you better sleep with a Glock under your pillow. Whatever. I do have one here. And my favorites, thanks to the, there's some of them test kits for allergies, indoor, outdoor. Yeah, those big, those big panels though they do on your back. Those are crazy. Those are crazy. Therese, thanks for the 2 there. Please stay safe and healthy. D, do our best for sure. Misbehaving, thanks for the 6 there. It takes a certain amount of IQ to be funny, man. Don't expect a fish to bark. Actually, that's really funny. You don't expect a fish to bark. You've got a good point. That's a good one. Cindy, thanks for 2. How far were we from the song? Yeah, or when we caught that one, that was when we were only 10 away. So give me 1 second, I gotta clear my throat. Sorry about that. Keith, thanks for the 5. I don't understand why Megan has fewer subs than our umbrella guy. She has a far better breadstickery. Some of it, it's because she's never done short or form videos as much. And some of it's just getting noticed in trials and other things. I mean, it's the way that goes. But yeah, she's a very good finder of facts, very good with coverage. I mean, it is criminally undersubbed, though, for sure. I agree. I said, thanks for the 2. Can't prove that he didn't eat those paint chips either. I know. It's true. Misbehaving. Thanks for that umbrella wing. That's funny. That is funny. Valerie, thanks for the 5. Hopefully, with all the government mandates to find the waste and fraud, LP and JC will finally lose their benefits. Oh, we'll see. The benefit thing is such a slippery slope too. I want to see people that deserve and need benefits. I don't want to see people just get flushed. Be very careful about that one. But yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of program oversight. I mean, some of the programs right now that we're seeing, but like I said, it is a very, got to approach it carefully for sure. Misbehaving, thanks for the 2 there. I missed an L in the last chat. BBP ticket, that's hilarious. That's funny too. Oh, Brunson, thanks for 4 months there. We need a Paint Chips music video. Yeah, well, you'll have that one coming. Deborah, thanks for the 5. Hey, mine not have eaten paint chips, but maybe his mom did. What's funny is I just was calling him paint chips, and he assumes I'm saying he ate them as a kid. When did I say that? I'm saying that he eats paint chips now. I'm saying he's about as dumb as somebody that would eat paint chips. And he's like, you talking about people that have mental issues? No, I'm talking about you, fat boy. I'm talking about you eating paint chips. Quit doing it. I have my favorite things. It's Tuesday. Yeah, I know. There'll be one to rush roll around. It'll get here fast though. Bye. Thanks for the 2. What does the filing say? Alexis Preston. Let's see, which filing are we talking about? The Element AP. Oh, the Lynette, Michelle, Lacey, Alexis Preston. You're talking about the 5 name? Well, some do, some don't. Some of them are weird like that. Some of the filings have it on there, though. Some don't. It's kind of strange how not all of them do. Let's see, Judy. It's this and that. Thank you for the super chat. Doesn't allow a statement there, but it is a statement. Thank you, Judy. Susan Way. Thanks for the 5 there. T-shirt saying, this is your bra and panties. I would sell. Oh, that's actually funny. That would be really funny. Wolfman, thanks for the 5. Hope he didn't eat paint chips, but I bet the doctor shaved the wrong end a few times when he was born. Yeah, probably. He's like, wait, no, not that one. Photo lady, thanks for the 5, because I love the channel and I really want to hear G to G. Well, we got that one. I'm glad we got it. That's awesome. She Hunts, thanks for the 2 there. Thanks for all you do, Tug and Megan. Well, thank you. Thank you on that for sure. Zillis Rem, thanks for the 2. There's a laundry list, anonymous, PSA. There's a laundry lint, anonymous, rather. I said list, laundry lint, anonymous. That's really funny. Cindy, thanks for the 2. It's a great song. I like that song. It is good. Sandra, thank you for dropping another gifted membership too. Thank you, Sandra. Appreciate you. Misbehaving. Yeah, we did hit the 100 there. You were asking. Hey, it's there. Was your journey through the universe going to? Just curious. Favorite? I've marked a few songs. I've got them on a playlist, and I don't know names from it, but I've enjoyed. There's actually about 3 songs so far that have been really catchy that I've kept in my playlist. I'll have to look and see what the 3 names are. I've got it set up on I'm still like I've still got an old iPod 160 gigabyte, and after I listen to something a minute, I'll pull it and drop it in there and drop it into playlists. It's old as heck, but I love that thing. So I'll have to check, but it's out in my car. It's plugged up. But yeah, I mean that was a good recommend. I do appreciate it. S. Sean, thanks for the 2 there. Not a statement, but is a statement. Thank you. Emmy, same way. Dropping 2. Thank you. Also, that is a statement. Thank you for backing. Lily, thanks for the 5 there. I love the show with you both together. Indeed. I have a lot of fun. It's always good to cut up like that. It's a lot better. It's a lot of fun that way. Oh, Kathy, thanks for the 2. Sing it, Megan. Sing that song, Megan. Hambo, thanks for the 5. Bruce is trying to get it dismissed so discovery won't be seen. He's afraid of discovery. It feels like it, isn't it? And the judges let everything through in discovery. That's the thing. All of this is overshadowed. There's been the discussion and all of that. The judge just let discovery through. And since Bruce did such a terrible job with discovery, everything pretty much has come through, including those last 3 things they did not want. The judge is like, yeah, you got to do it, and you got to do it in 14 days. So do you think after the judge is like, turn this crap over in 14 days, do you think the judge is going to be like, we're going to dismiss it before that? I mean, really? Thanks for the $2 super sticker. Thank you for your super sticker there. I'll have to check that one out, like I said, afterwards. Thank you. Daily Dysfunction, thanks for 2. It was the Amica cream. Oh, yeah. And Amica cream. Man, I need some of that miracle elixir. Misbehaving, thanks for the super sticker as well. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Deuce Mule Skin, thanks for the 2. Check your anime links in your email. Anime links. I'll have to check that out then. Anime links, I'll have to say. It's there. Patricia, thanks for the 20 there. Enjoying a great laugh. Needed this today. Well, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I enjoyed a good laugh too. It's nice to kick it up like that. LaWanda, thanks for the bomb. I'm thankful. I don't personally know what it's like to live in LP BB's head nightmare. Does sound pretty crazy, doesn't it? Heavy Witch, thanks to Stay Safe, Tennessee. No, thank you. Actually, I feel pretty safe in Tennessee. Being out here in Tennessee is a lot safer with these weirdos, especially. Rickles, thanks for the 5. Rings on the fingers and bells on his toes. Tuxie Rose. That is funny. Use Muleskin also. I'll tell Megan to. Well, she'll check her links and stuff. She will check her email and stuff. For sure. Rhea Rod, thanks for the 2. How many cows had to die for the police outfit? Oh no, that wasn't in that picture. That's funny. Rachel, thanks for the 27 months to goofing off or perfect pain therapy. Much love. Well, I'm glad we could be here for you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I hope you're doing better with stuff too. Cat Lady, thanks for the 5. Megan, if you're ever in Chicago, oh yeah, the Buddy Guys. That's what was discussing before. Jimmy, that's it. Thank you. I'm a favorite. Jimmy was the Seinfeld character. That's right. That's freaking right. Thank you for putting that out there. Love it. Misbehaving, thanks for the other 6 there. Reason 2 to hate you both. You guys are funny and informed. BB is just funny looking. Sniffing paint chips. Good times, isn't it? Misbehaving also, thanks for the 2. Help Megan Tug. Nosy, BPG. Just knows. The nose knows, right? And thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you, Ann, for that. Appreciate it. Emma, also. Thank you for a gifted membership. Appreciate that. 2 of those dropped in. Thank you. Connie, thanks for the 2 there. Dryer lint, gateway to Tide Pods. Just say no. That's funny. Just no, don't do it. Never do it. Victoria, thanks for the 2 there. Medical fun cotton balls. Hope you get your answers quick. I guess need their dad. Indeed. I'll get my answers in about a month is what it'll take. You know, medication though is helping a lot. You have to get the answer for the why, of course, but as far as like what was happening the other day again, where I had trouble on the microphone, that's because my blood pressure bottomed out. They went down to horribly low levels. So right now, this stuff is pulling it up and energy's good to go. It's awesome. Love it. Back on the saddle, man. Keith, thanks for the day. It's an umbrella gun. Is that what that was? Silencer on the other hand. That makes sense. Taz, thanks for the 5. No more medium smart blonde. She's lit. Oh, love it. Coyote Bait, thanks for the 2. Oops, typo. Blame Jeremy. Oh no, we always got to blame Jeremy. That's right. Distrust Loon, thanks for the 5. Mega stream tomorrow. Penny Hamster's gone wild. Oh no. That would definitely be one freaking one crazy one there. Lily, thanks, dude. What's the difference between Suno and Grok? Suno is music AI. It makes music. Just you can go in, you can either create lyrics or it will help you create lyrics. You put together the kind of music flow you want, and it creates music. Grok is attached to Twitter. Grok can make pictures. And it can also help you write music if you want. If you use the 2 together, like you could, like if you wanted to write music and you need to understand how to put in certain commands for the music, it could probably help you write it. But the difference is one of them is a music maker. Suno AI is a music maker. So just to note that you can use it for free and try it out too. The only difference is if you want to own the rights to your music, you gotta have a membership to it. I think membership started about, I can't remember. Like I use it enough that I have to have like a $30 membership. It's crazy. So it's Mistress Loon, thanks for 5. Tug for your co-pays because insurance companies suck. I know. It's so bad. Thank you. Appreciate that. Bertrice, thank you. 5 gifted memberships too. Thank you for that. Like I said, I love gifted memberships. Thank you guys. Suzanne, thanks for the 5 there. Paint ships help. I like the square bullet points too. Loving it. Misbehaving, thanks for the 6. She's deflecting because she's being exposed. Same reason why she accuses everybody. Witnesses her day-to-day life. That's true. That's indeed true. Very true. Cameron, thanks for the 5 there. It'd be awesome if the judge denied this motion with prejudice because Bubbles refuses to follow directions. That would be fascinating, wouldn't it? Max Lab, thanks for the judge should order Bruce to go to lunch with Randy. Oh no, that would be such a nightmare for Randy. Could you imagine that? Jack Miles, thanks for the 2. Deucey is blatantly obfuscating. D. Did you storm? Thanks for the super sticker on that too. Thank you. I actually saw that one fall in. Thank you. Nancy, thanks for the 5. Well, actually, in this filing, they reference a court case, Hales v. Presidency, page 4. I'll have to check it out. Let's see. If they reference it, that would be. Do they really? I'll check it in a little bit. So I'll look that up. Zill's Realm, thanks for the 2. Tug, check your email for a laundry lint anonymous. I'll check that one out as well. Thank you for that. Let me see if I missed anything. Oh yeah, I see that. It's come in. I'll check it out for sure. But I'm gonna end here. It's been a fun stream. 2.5 hours. We went a lot longer than I thought. We had there's still almost 2,000. Well, like 1,900 of you. That's crazy. All right. Well, we're going to end here after that long. That's pretty good. 3,100 of you were here today to go through stuff. It's been good. But we're going to end here. Appreciate you.